Next on our list of TV and video attribution methods, let's talk about cross-sectional models. Now, there's different ways to do this, but typically it's an experimental design, and it tends to commonly be geo-based, meaning that I'm going to have a test group and I'm going to have a control group. This also sometimes goes by split test or A/B test design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expose the test group to TV, and I'm not going to expose the control group, so no TV. And then I'm going to compare the two. Now, in practice, for television specifically, and if we're assuming this is linear TV, well, generally this gets done at the geo level, specifically DMAs. So we're going to have a set of DMAs. This is assuming a national campaign. That get held out to certain cities that will not get our TV ads, and then certain cities that will get our TV ads. And, one way, if we randomize which is in which group, then all else, like everything should be equal between the two. In practice, that turns out to be hard to do. So usually we'll try and select DMAs that are fairly good, well-representative samples of the test group that we're going to be using. But we might very well see that the site traffic is still different between them. And so we'll do some type of a kind of calibration to zero out the differences. So maybe it's a multiplier. Like say if in the test cities, they have 10x more traffic than on the control side. What you might do is you might just do a 10x to the control. And now that, like whatever we see here, we're just going to 10x it. And that's going to be kind of the multiplier going forward. All right, so what we then do is we run television in one and not the other for some period of time that has to get decided. So let's say we run television for 3 months. And after that 3-month period, we're now going to take a measure of how much site traffic or revenue, whatever it is, whatever the metric of interest is to you. And we're going to do the same in the control group. Now, we're going to do that multiplier that we calibrated at the beginning. So we said that we would do 10x on whatever the control is in order to get it to be equal. And now, by doing that, any difference that we see between the test and control group after applying that multiplier, we will say, all right, there's a good chance that a sizable portion of that is caused or due to TV. So this, roughly speaking, is what we talk about when we say a cross-sectional. We're basically taking a slice on one side, a slice on the control side, comparing the two, and then seeing what's the difference. Now, there's better ways of doing this. I'm going to get into one of those methods in the next video, because in practice things are changing across time, and we should be able to control and account for that piece. And so let's get into that video in just a second. But this is at least starting to show you how to do some controlled experiments within the realm of television. Hope this is helpful.